The ancestors have been telling the wisdom keepers, and we had a meeting about this several days before it happened. Grandfather told us it was on its way. And with it comes new energies and new life to this planet that has not been here for a very long time. These spirals have actually been happening all last year, but this is the largest, and it's opened something to our world that has not been here since the prehistoric times, since the time of these great indigenous peoples. And in that meeting, when we spoke about the spiral, Grandfather told us science will try to come up with a solution. They will try to tell the people what to believe, but they will not find a solution. And they will be without an answer. And millions will see it. And there is no way to cover up something this large. In the last year, none have been this big, but there have been several coming up to this spiral. Brazil, China, Tomsk, Russia, Canada, Moscow, Iran, Utah, Nebraska, Uzbekistan, Yosemite, Mexico, England. Those all happened in 2009. All the same spiral, all the same blue light in the sky. And now this year, in 2009, at the end of 2009, comes the largest of all. No, science cannot tell us what it is. But the ancient ones can. Our ancestors can. The wisdom keepers can. This time on our planet is something actually spectacular. We're the very last thing on the prophecy list to come before the change of all man, woman, child, and earth herself, so that the light beings will return. The great energies will return to our planet to help us remember who we are and to help us change from living from the mind into the heart. Although we are the strongest of the strong and we are gods and we are goddesses, someone has to help us awaken. And they love us so very much. If you think of how much you love your child, just think about that for a moment. How much these beings love us and want us to remember who we are and want us to remember how to create something much more fabulous than what we're living in this dream that we're going. It doesn't have to be this way. It can be so much more beautiful. And that is why they're returning. And I will tell you this, that in the year 2010, there will be discoveries made this year that will surpass even your highest expectations. We know for a fact that there is a place called Pumapunku. And in this place, these buildings are made more precisely than what we could do today with lasers or with diamonds. This city is made from stone that does not belong there, and is more precisely built than even what we could do today. Not only is this city made this way and is still standing, you can see it with your own eyes, you can touch it with your own hands. Every line of every building matches exactly with this star pattern in the sky. There's a place called Dendura that was not built only by human hands. Modern light bulbs are found there that still work today. They're over 17,000 years old. Places in Greece will be found with ancient computers. Giza in Tikal. It will be proven without a shadow of a doubt with science itself that these cities match each other, down to the most minute detail. The pyramids are placed exactly as clear across the globe. You look at Giza, you look at Tikal, and these buildings are exactly the same. Not only are these cities exactly the same, their triplet sister is on the moon. This will be a proven fact. Bolivia will also have many truths. Teotihuacan, a 17,000-year-old city, laid out exactly as the solar system is. This will be proven in fact. Israel, under the dome of the rock, lies instructions for the ways for human beings to live. It also contains information of ancient cities we know very little about. Ethiopia contains something almost more valuable than anything that is on this planet. And I have seen this with my own eyes. There, in a very small white church, made of stone with white stucco, it is only one room. A blind man keeps guard over a box. And when this blind man dies, another blind person is placed inside to keep care of this box. And inside this box are the ancient laws for humanity. Many religions believe it to be something called the Ark of the Covenant. It is very real, and it is sitting there today. Many of these truths will be pouring out. And as they pour out, life is going to change on this planet more rapidly than any of us could possibly imagine. You will start to remember, oh my gosh, we could do all these things back then. Why can't we do them now? Simply because we've forgotten it. It's time to remember. Truths are coming to our planet to tell us, remember who you are, to prove to us you are capable of doing way more than you think possible. That you come from somewhere much larger than you think. Some other truths are going to be about people that we know the names of, but had no idea what they had accomplished in their lifetime. There is a man named Nikola Tesla. What he has accomplished and what he knows and what he has done with his life is far more than people let on to know. The government says, yes, he did, or no, he didn't. We have the power to change the weather. And this man knew the truth and how to do that. He's created something and knew something far vaster than the government has let on to. But the government will not be able to contain this much longer. Watch for Nikola Tesla. Learn about what he said he could do. It is an absolute fact. Isaac Newton is another person that people kind of overlooked when he started talking nonsense. It wasn't nonsense. It was so nonsensical at the time, people couldn't hardly, they just kind of dismissed it as nonsense, craziness. But I tell you now, as we learn more about these things and what people have accomplished and what's really real, and cover-ups are no longer covered, we will see that he knew something about distance, time, and space that science is only beginning to understand. Ancient cities are actually